Yeah, hi Sean and Mel. Hey, look, sorry this is taking so long. Finally managed to get stuck into it today. So, look, I've made the changes. I'll just sort of flick between your email and the changes I've made. So, just give me a second. I'll bring up the drawings now. Um, so the first item was the fireplace. Yep, we can use the fireplace. So we've boxed out the surround for the fireplace, just like you've got in the existing. Um, we've got this built-in desk area next to it with some sort of nice sliding doors that cover it, and that space is 1700 by the depth of 600. So the fireplace surround kind of dictates the desk area of 600 so that when the doors are shut, it's all flush with the wall. Um, I thought that made the most sense. This area that I had as a guest toilet is now shelving and storage. The only way that I reckon that would be really usable is if you did sort of this L-shaped shelving system rather, because if you can't really bring this all the way through to the door, and it's too back. Sorry, it's too far back just to have a section at the back. You basically have to walk in, and it's just not a good use of space. So that's kind of what I was suggesting about the storage area. Just going down towards the bottom of the page. So we've got the stairs going up to the master bedroom. We've got the laundry going across. And we could have, we could have some doors on that. So obviously, could run this wall down and have a nice set of sliding doors on there so that it's all tucked away. I know your idea about some storage down this side, but bearing in mind that it is 1300 wide, you could do something like 300 mil of storage, but it is still an entry, and I would keep it more than 900 wide. So we could go maybe 300 of storage, sort of full length. That might be quite cool going full length. Um, so that's fine. The entry's all good. The steps I've kind of got. So you walk from this. So you step 1, step 2, step 3. So there's 3 rises in that. So first tread you're stepping, second tread you're stepping down, then third tread. So it's 600 mil. So step 1, 2, 3, and that'll get you down lower to that carport area. It'll also create this space as a higher volume and ceiling height, which would be quite nice. The rest of the lounge stays as per. Look, we can play around with the windows and all that. That'll be in the next edition, which will be the elevation. So I'll start drawing in 3D the rest of the roof lines and the windows and how it ties in with the decks and all that. That's kind of the next stage. It's just getting this inside all looking good. To the kitchen area, so a nice set of bifold servery window type units there, which is 1800 wide, which is pretty good. And then you've got this bench wrapping around. Obviously, haven't really designed the kitchen as such, but 3.5 meters long by 2.6 plus the island. The only thing with the island is I probably wouldn't go any more. You could probably go a little bit more than 2 meters, maybe even 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 would be the max. So I'm just trying to understand, Mel, with the island, would you have bar stools behind it? Because if you do, we might shrink up the gap between the cabinetry and the kitchen. Typically, to allow 2 people to walk past and you're opening the dishwasher and all that, you don't want to go any less than a meter. So currently, the way that it is, that works well. You got 800 between the back of the couch, that works well. I just don't know how much room we'd have if you had bar stools behind it. We've got sort of built-in seating with the table. That table is a 1200 diameter, which you could go slightly bigger. You could kind of go maybe 1400 diameter, and I think that would still kind of work in that space. Not too tight. It's just obviously with this island, I'd probably pull this island back a little bit to allow some space to circulate around to the dining. So that works well. Now, I couldn't remember, so if we went high level windows on this side where the built-in dining was, because this side would have overhead cabinetry, possibly with that strip window below that you really like, Mel, that could look quite cool there. And then on this side, I'll still suss out what windows we're going to put on this side. I'll have a look at those photos that you sent with those views. And then we'll tie all of this into the outdoor area on the next set. It's just getting this floor plan all sorted. So that's kind of the ground floor. Going to the upper floor. Now, Sean, I know you were saying sort of from your, I'll just jump to your option was option 2. You really liked option 2 with the wardrobe coming down. However, you can't have it coming down that far because you'll actually hit your head walking up the stairs. This point is pretty much the furthest point that we can bring the upstairs wall across without hitting your head down below. So this is kind of the arrangement that I was thinking. I was thinking ensuite on one side, walk-in wardrobe on the other. So no connecting the two. I don't think we have the space to do that. But you come into the ensuite, you've got toilet in the corner, so you don't have direct line of the toilet. Walk-in shower, 14 by 900 is a good walk-in shower. The glass sort of ends there. Vanity, nice size vanity in there. Window, I'd probably, if you're going to have a mirror above the vanity, the window might just be more over the, maybe over the small one over the shower, horizontal over the shower. And then we could even wrap a small window around here horizontally. So have it all in the shower, all nicely tiled. We often do that, and the top of the window gets used as a shelf as well, which is kind of cool. So window placement I'll play around with if you like this layout. The walk-in wardrobe, you are going to get a substantial amount. So there's 2 meters of storage there. There's obviously a 600 return, and then there's a almost 1300. So you walk in, 600 mil gap is pretty good. I'm guessing, Mel, you'd probably have all that and all that, and this would be Sean, just this little bit there. Yeah, I'm only joking. I don't know, but that's quite substantial in terms of width. 1400. Yeah, I mean, look, it's not a walk-in wardrobe. Get dressed in there. It's a walk-in wardrobe. Clever use of space for clothing, storage, and come out, and then 2 cavity sliders either side. I think that's the best use of space. I can't really bring this wall any further this way. And then obviously windows. We've got 2 large windows for ventilation. North facing. So that's sort of the south there. Northeast, southwest. So afternoon sun through there. And I know you said you sort of had a view through there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah, have a think about sort of the upper level, the lower level. I'll send this to you on a PDF. Basically, the next steps from here would be to start working on the 3Ds, on how it all looks with the windows, the roof lines, just keeping it nice and simple. And yeah, we'll go from there. So a few things to think about. Cheers, guys.